Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're here today to show you a little of how we practice in our home setup. We currently have a SkyTrak Putt set up in its skills assessment mode. We've got 4 targets. This is a bit of a shortened version of what we do. We currently have a set of 50, 75, 100 and 125 yard flags. One way in which you can practice this if you have a sim is to work 50 yards, 100 yards, 150 yards, hit X amount of shots, how much time you have or whatever's comfortable for you. Personally, I like to work within a 10% error range. For example, I have the pin set up at 50. I have my 56 degree in hand. Probably a bit heavy. So that's 39. I would want it to be at worst 45 yards, at longest 55. That would be I would advise you to work off carry numbers. I currently have it set up with total at the minute. If you caught the shorts or the TikToks, we do have a challenge on that I'm trying to get a hole in one, so I've got a total for that. I would advise carry because carry is what you control, total is just what the course gives you. Bit better, maybe a bit too hard. There we go, 53. That would be in our 10% range. Now, depending on your levels, you might have 5%, 10%, whatever. I like to be, if you're carrying within 10% of your number, you're not going to be too far off. Let's try that up. Was that a cheeky hole out? I think it might be. I'll have to do a bit of camera work there, but I think I might have holed that one. Unfortunately, on the SkyTrak software, you can't actually hold it. It just has like a shadow of a hole. So that looks like a lift in. So our next target is 75 yards, which for us is sort of a 3/4 swing, 56. That's a bit less. We do usually trap draw our wedges, so not too bad. So again, 10% of 75 is 7.5, and that's within our 10%, so we'll be happy enough. The end right, oh. SkyTrak Plus is an indoor unit, so not optimal conditions for it, as the sun says. Bit better. Oh, okay, so that'll be a bit too far. Obviously, I do rough the carry numbers, so that was my 75 carry shot, and it was 82, so it'll still be within 10%. Now, you'd probably say to yourself, Sam, you said 50, there's one pretty much right on. 50, 100, 150, but you've done 75. So the next sort of level, once you've mastered your 50, 100, 150 shots, is 50, 75, 125, 150. And then same again, working your 10% to get comfortable with that. When you're doing that majority of the time, you can then step it up 50, 60, 70, you get the drill, up to 150 or whatever your numbers are, and really just dabs in your game. Down to 12 handicap at the moment. Haven't actually put any scores in, but my wedges are very consistent compared to what they used to be. The carry numbers are on point. So we're up to 100 yards now. So we will upgrade to our 48 degree. Now you don't need a sim to do this. You can do this at the range. Do you know what I mean? But nice to have the exact numbers using your go-to ball or your premium ball. Now we'll not scut ourselves, but the pin in our challenge is 98 yards. So we should have this number pretty dial. If you have the SkyTrak software, there is a thing called a wedge matrix, and basically it allows you to put in, I think, up to 4 wedges. You get a pitch shot, half shot, 3/4 and a full, and it gives you this graph with your numbers on it. I'll try to put a wee screenshot up for you. That's where I figured out my 3/4 shots. I don't have 3 fingers. My 3/4 shots. So for me, it's the sensation of this, but I know when I actually swing it, it comes up to here. But there's so much more accurate for me, so much more accurate. That's not to say you don't have to hit full shots. If you like full shots, then they work. Money, perfect. But look at that, 1 yard offline, 1 yard off distance. It's a no-brainer. Whereas if I had a fall launch, I will, just for demonstration purposes. Let's see if it'll go in the hole. Yeah, it's not too bad. But you see how that fades so we touch? That's perfect too. But I'm going to put a lot more effort in just to get an extra 4 yards there. We would have fade shape, which is whatever, but I just like knowing working it one way, which the 3/4 swing helps do it too. Still giving us a +4 dynamic handicap there. If you're wondering what that is, that just gives you a rough estimation of what handicap you're playing to within that one shot. Whoa, 3 lovely swings. Get in. have my iPad inside. It's Kirsten's and she's got a lovely new cover on it, so I promise to keep it clean. Our last target then is 125. So I don't know if I won the 9 iron, probably had a 150, 140. Probably I'm pushing 140. But I like just use it as a 125 3/4 9 iron swing. Is that silly? I don't know. But I feel like better tempo would make me score better. Keep in mind it is winter. I had a pin earlier and it was 116 to the pin, 106 to the front, and I hit a 9 iron and a terrible swing. But I got there because, you know, I was in that extra club. Sometimes it's good to think about too, what does your batswing do? I had a bunker on that hole, front edge. If I hit a 48 degree, which probably was the club for that number, and hit it poorly, I'm probably in the bunker. Could I have got out of the bunker? Well, yes. Do I normally? You know, it's a better decision in my head. So I'll have to say 3/4 9 iron fish. That is well left. Pretty bad, 16 yards left. Number was pretty much spot on. We've got a 16-yard chip or a long putt. If that's the worst I do, that's okay. That's a bit better. 3 yards offline, 6 yards short. Still giving us a generous plus 2.2 handicap. Now I appreciate that not everybody is going to have the sim ready to go in their house. So that's why we're going to move on to the next segment. But as you can see there, 4.1 dynamic handicap. Actually it was a +4 handicap for the 100-yard shot. And our worst shot was the 75-yarder. So I don't play off before. That was just a very good session. But it just goes to show, put it in the refs your short game and you can get a 4 handicap short game or wedge game. So working on the big stick is the next answer. Now, if any of you are long-term fans of the channel or have tuned into the stream before, you will be aware of this setup. Now I know not everybody has a sim setup, hence this portion or segment of the video. If you have 6 feet of floor space, you get one of these mats. And if you've joined my streams, you'll know that we like to practice a lot from 6 feet. Not for any particular reason, just because it fits the camera angle and stuff as such for the vertical streams. I have a ball retriever, if you want to call it that, set up here, where it's doing a bad job showing now, but it clears the ball out of the way and gives you something to hit up into. But if you get one of these mats here that I have, its intended purpose is actually to be to practice your pace. It's a pace your putt mat. Shout out to Dad for supplying it. Shout out to him because he's helped us grow the channel. The real way to use this would be through, obviously, trying to get it through the hole and stopping it for these 2 black lines. It does stretch to 12 feet, this mat, just with the space. I probably could use it, but for the purpose of the video I won't. You can practice your pace putting. You want to get it through the hole as such and make it stop before the end of the 2 black lines. And the reason why is if you were to miss the putt, like such, you then, on the course, you only have a tap in left. That's another way you can practice your putting, is not only making them, but trying to get that nice tempo into your game. Obviously this is depending on what greens you play. If that's the pace of your putts and you're not leaving them forever past and that, you should be money. And obviously you don't want to do one of them and leave it short. So it's good to get your reps in, getting it to the hole, but not too far past the hole that you're leaving yourself a big long putt on the way back. And you can see that one even went in, hitting off that upper ball. But Sam, that's only our pitching and our putting. How do you practice everything else? Well, I don't have an at-home solution for long shots. Obviously the sim would work too. But I do have this little number that our lovely girlfriend Shan has bought us for Christmas. And we've received it already as an early gift. So, if you've caught any of the recent lives, I'm yet to use it, but it should be tonight. This is our current setup for chipping. Now, is this the best chipping practice? Probably not, but it's winter and can you get reps in? Yes. You can't see where the ball finishes, but you can practice hitting it onto the spots. So obviously keep up and running. Having the ability to hit a target that you're aiming at is basically what chipping's all about. You know, you pretend, say that's that, the black lines in behind, and are in our head going, right, that's our landing spot. So you know on the course club you're hitting, go, yeah, that's the landing spot I want to hit. So let's try to hit it. practice that with different clubs. That's a 56 degree. If it was a 60 degree, you'd hit that landing spot there, it would check faster. Cheeky way to practice your pitching, your chipping, and your putting. All indoors. Try not to break any windows. Feel free to use foam balls. It should get the reps in. Over the winter, keep you fresh until we can get back out into the sun and playing the game that we love. Thanks so much for watching, guys.